Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, today our topic is in our syllabus, class 12th. The topic is here alcoholism. What is alcoholism? Class 12th, subject zoology. Our topic is alcoholism. 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 Drinking. What is alcoholism and drinking? We know that taking enough alcohol is called alcoholism. Taking in alcohol alcohol is known as alcoholism. 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 Alcohol, it is a ethyl alcohol. You know that alcohol is called the alcohol is ethyl alcohol C2H5OH. C2H5OH is a volatile colorless fluid. Is a volatile colorless fluid, colorless liquid. Sorry, it is colorless liquid with a burning taste. With a burning taste, and alcohol is taken in low concentration. Alcohol is taken in a low concentration as in a beer, toddy, and wine, or in a higher concentrations as in brandy, whiskey. So we know that here when alcohol is taken, it quickly absorbed by the stomach. We write here that when alcohol is taken, it is quickly absorbed by the stomach. It is quickly absorbed by the stomach first, and after that it reaches all the tissues within a minute, and reaches in all the tissues within a minute. So we should note it here that in the tissue it gets quickly oxidized to push energy in the form of heat, giving a false impression of warmth. So we write here in the tissue, what happens in the tissue, you know that it gets quickly oxidized to boost energy. It gets quickly oxidized desert to produce energy, and after that what happens, the energy produced in the form of heat, it puts energy in the form of heat, giving a false impression of warmth. It giving a false impression of warmth. So here we write that the blood supply increases to the skin to dissipate the heat and enter organs. Here we write thus blood supply increases. Blood supply increases when the increase of blood supply to the skin to dissipate the heat to the skin to dissipate 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 dissipate. We write here that it increases blood supply to the skin. Okay, when it increases the blood supply increases to the skin to dissipate the heat in internal organs, to dissipate the heat, and also with that right here, and internal organs receive lesser blood supply. Internal organs receive lesser blood supply. When there is lesser blood supply, what happens? Headache, nausea, vomiting. Headache, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, etc. The intermediate symptoms of an alcoholic. Dizziness. These are the immediate symptoms of an alcohol. We write here that dizziness are the immediate. These are the immediate 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 symptoms of an alcoholic. Symptoms of an alcoholic and are commonly referred to as and are commonly referred to as, these are the immediate symptoms of the alcoholism, and are commonly referred to as hangover. Hangover. We write here that an alcoholic is considered a sick person and needs attention of family members. An alcoholic is considered a sick person and needs attention of family members and friends to give up the habit. This is possible under proper medical supervision, and WHO declared it is a disease in 1964. Now we write here the effects of alcohol. What are the harmful effects are? This was the first alcoholism, and now we write here what are the effects of alcohol. Effects of alcohol. You know that they are students. Effects on nervous system firstly. Firstly, it affect on nervous. We write here effects on nervous system. How the nervous system of a person who is a drunkard affects. We write that here alcohol acts as anesthetic and hence affects many functions of our body like orientation, alertness, speech, judgment. We write here that alcohol affects many functions. It affects many functions such as orientation of our body, alertness, like orientation of our body, of our body, alertness. It also affects alertness. It speech, judgment, memory. It also affects speech, mm, judgment, judgment, speech, judgment. Also, it affects memory. It also affects memory. MEMORRY memory. MEMORRY. MEMORY memory. Etc. Finally, the drunkard became unconscious. We write here. Finally, the drunkards they become unconscious. When they become the unconscious, what happens? Alcohol may damage axons of nerves. Alcohol may damage axons of nerves. When it damages the axons of nerves, what happens? Causing neuritis or may cause reduced blood sugar. Causing neuritis, neuritis, neuritis. It is disease, neuritis, neuritis, or may cause reduced blood sugar level, or may cause reduced blood sugar level. So we write here that it also affects on stomach and esophagus. It also affects on stomach and esophagus. Esophagus. What happens? It affects the esophagus of the person. We write here how it affects the stomach and esophagus of the person, because you know that the small doses increase gastric juice secretions. Overdose may cause gastritis. We write here overdose may cause gastritis, and small doses also they cause gastric juice secretions. Small dose also causes small doses also causes gastric juice secretions. So we write here that how it affects the stomach. First, it causes gastritis, and also alcohol may damage the esophageal lining. It also affects the, we write here, alcohol may destroy the esophageal esophageal lining. Surgery it affects the esophagus also, which in cases of chronic heavy drinking may cause violent vomiting and finally bleeding. So this condition is called the Mallory-Weiss syndrome. So we write here it may cause violent vomiting. It may cause violent vomiting. When there is a violent vomiting and bleeding of the stomach and bleeding, we write it is called Mallory Mallory-Weiss syndrome. Mallory Weiss Weiss syndrome. So it is called the Mallory Weiss Weiss syndrome. And number third, how it affects the liver. It mostly affects the liver of the person. We write here how it affects the liver. We write effect on liver. You know that excessive drinking damage the liver. We write here excessive drinking damage the liver. Number one. Number two, in liver the alcohol is changed to more toxic substance. We write here in the liver the alcohol is changed into more toxic substance called aldehyde. So when it change into the acetaldehyde, 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 diet, acetaldehyde. So we should note here that in liver the alcohol is changed into the more toxic substance called acetaldehyde, acetaldehyde, acetaldehyde. After that, what happens? Liver synthesizes fats from the alcohol and may thus cause fatty liver syndrome. Also, we read liver in the liver. What happens? In the liver synthesizes fat. Liver synthesizes fat uh, from alcohol and may from alcohol, and what happens then? And may thus cause fatty liver syndrome and may thus cause fatty liver syndrome. So we know that what happens, the liver gradually hardens and dries up. The liver gradually dries and hardness up, HARDENS, hardness. When it dries and hardness, what happens? So we wrote here that when the liver gradually hardens and dries up, this is called cirrhosis. This is called cirrhosis. CIRRHOS, CIRRHOSIS, cirrhosis. These are the ill effects of the alcoholism. After that, it affect on heart also. It also affect heart. Alcohol, we write that alcohol cause dilation of arteries. Alcohol cause dilation of arteries in the heart and may cause the and also damage the heart. It also uh, affect the kidneys and damage the kidneys also. So these are the many ill effects of alcoholism. Thank you.